Welcome to another episode of Sustainment TV. I'm your guest host, Krista May. Hi. Before we get today's show started, we would like to invite you to like, share, and subscribe to the Sustainment TV channels on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram so we can grow and improve. Today, I'm interviewing Louis Altman, who plays Jason in the upcoming feature film Love, Lies, and Happy Ever After. Everyone, let's welcome Louis Altman.
Hey, how are you guys?
So I'm really excited to go behind the scenes with you. Let's jump into today's interview.
Sounds great.
So why did you want to be involved in this production?
I saw an ad, an open casting call for this feature film, and I was immediately interested. So thrillers for me are my favorite genre. And
Oh,
it came with a
wow.
little synopsis talking about a woman and her husband, and there's twists and turns, and you don't know what's going to happen, and she's scared, and maybe there's love affairs going on. And I knew immediately from the get-go that that was something that I wanted to be a part of.
Right.
I'm just kind of coming into my own as an actor and have been working on some different projects. So I've been looking locally in Virginia, in Atlanta, in New York, pretty much anything that's not too far from the East Coast. And
Right.
this was an amazing opportunity.
Oh, awesome. So how is this character like you and different? Tell us
Oof.
a little bit about your character first, without giving anything away.
Yes, without giving anything away. Well, my character is part of a support group that the main character goes to when she begins to fear that something might be going on with her husband that's suspicious.
Interesting. Okay.
And my character seems to be someone who doesn't want to be there very much. Maybe
Uh-huh.
he's only there because he's been told to go there. And instead of trying to work on his problems and get through it in the therapy group sessions, I think that he's there more of it like a chore. So
Right.
I think my character is different from me in the sense that I'm someone who's very engaged and active. And whenever I go into a room, if it's a classroom or if it's a set for a movie or if it's a play and I'm rehearsing, I'm really engaged and active, and like I'm like a
Right.
sponge just listening and trying
Yeah.
to learn everything. And this character is someone who I think just sits there and slouches and kind of checks out
Oh,
and doesn't really care about what's going on very much. Um,
interesting.
I think he's like me in the sense that, he's also another young man, and he's probably been through some things and he's trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
And just like every person, I think he just needs time to figure it out. So in that way, like we're all human, we all are going through things. So I think in that
Right.
way, we're similar.
That's a great answer. What's your favorite line of dialogue in the film?
Oh,
This is my
I,
favorite question.
I don't blame you. I think the script is amazing. I was really impressed with this script and engaged when I read it for the first time. The thing that stuck out the most to me was in the first scene where we're in the support group. There's a character named Steven, and he gives a dialogue, a long monologue, very long monologue, talking about his experience and things that he had gone through with his ex-girlfriend. And I think near the end of it, he says something along the lines of, sometimes I still feel weak and like my friends were right. And I thought that that was so moving and powerful, a person who he's trying to work out his feelings and figure out where he is. And he's kind of recalling a lot of trauma that he's been through. But then it's a very sad, very human moment of insecurity where he's thinking to himself, maybe, maybe my friends and other people who put me in a place where I felt vulnerable and not able to protect myself from what was going on, maybe they were right. And I thought that was really beautiful, and I think that it was delivered amazingly, and I cannot wait to see it in the movie.
I'm so excited to see this movie. I've gotten all these bits and pieces through the interviews, and I'm so excited to see this movie. And this really just gave me some depth that we haven't received in the previous interviews, because I haven't heard about the support group before. So that
Mm.
element of the depth of emotion that we'll get to experience when we watch this movie that's just incredible.
Oh
It's
yeah, I think it really adds another layer, to what's going
yes,
on in the film,
dimension.
and I think it helps to understand why some characters connect so well, because
Right.
maybe some characters are super vulnerable, but then they get supported by other people, and then it creates a strong bond, of respect and understanding.
Right. That's wonderful. So what's the biggest challenge of taking on this role?
I think the biggest challenge for me was when you don't have a lot of dialogue, it's really important when you do. So for me, it took a lot of doing homework, trying to read through the scenes where I had dialogue and figure out exactly what is the director and what are the author looking for, and what is the design of this scene? Like, how does this scene fit into the entire movie? And how can what I do help support the work that other people around me are doing?
Yeah.
So that's definitely what I think it was being very diligent and kind of like a surgeon, just tactically looking through and just
Yes.
understanding what they needed from me.
That's amazing. If you could play any other character in this film, who would it be and why?
Oof. I have to jump back. I really, really, really like the character Steven. I
Right.
think that he's a super complex character that has a lot of depth, and and amazingly, we don't always get this in the movies. We get to kind of have a flashback, but not a physical one. We have like that beautiful memory speech from him where it's a flashback into his emotions and who he is as a person. And I'm really drawn to characters like that. I think they're super interesting. They feel very like human to me in a
Yes.
way that's nitty gritty. And
There's that
so,
psychological connection there that you can really dig into.
oh, absolutely. So out of every character, I think that he would be one that if I had a chance to go back, I would love to play that character.
So is there anything else you'd like to say to our viewers today?
Everyone should go and see the movie. I think this is an amazing movie. I think it'll really shock you and surprise you. There's beautiful performances from all of the actors. I was just in awe the whole time, and I had so much fun with everybody. And I think any type of a production where, you have mutual respect among the cast, and we're all working together as a group under great leadership. David McDonald is a great director, and I think that when you have all those things come together, the film is bound to come out great. So I just highly recommend people to go and check it out.
I have really enjoyed talking to you.
I've enjoyed talking to you too.
Thank you. I really have. So everyone, go see Louis Altman in the upcoming feature film Love, Lies, and Happy Ever After. Like, share, and subscribe to the Sustainment TV channels on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram for previews, news, and updates, and also when the movie's going to come out. That is how we will get that very important information so we can go see it. Exactly.
All
Well,
right.
thank you so much, Louis. Have a wonderful night.
You too. Bye bye.
Bye.